Hello, everyone, and I hope you guys are doing well on this Sunday afternoon. I'm coming to you guys with a full body workout routine, one that can be easily done. And keep in mind that I didn't record the entirety of the session. I just got as many recordings, shots that I could and try to put it into one to make it cohesive. So I hope that you guys can follow through. Here we are starting out with some shoulder presses, and I actually did a warm-up before, so please make sure you're warming up. We are going back in with shoulder press using dumbbells, and make sure that you are standing shoulder width apart and back straight, and just make sure that, well, your eyes should be forward, but mine are up. And make sure you're using a weight that's not too heavy. You shouldn't be struggling or even bending your spine in any kind of way as you're doing this exercise. And I think I'm going here 8 to 10 reps for 3 to 4 sets. I believe the video is recorded for 3 sets, but here again, this is the third set that I'm going in. And after this, I also do a 4th set. My exercises usually go for 4 to 5 rounds, actually. 4 to 5 rounds usually. Days when I'm not as strong or, my cycle is coming on, I will go a lot lighter in weight, and I'll also modify the sets and the amount of reps that I do with any exercise. That week before, it's not the same. And here we are, we're going into RDLs. Now for these, again, shoulder width apart. Make sure you are bracing your core, sending your hips back. My axe was about to slip right out right there. Send your hips back and hold the bar close to your body. Don't pull it away, and just, forward as you see me doing. The more you do this exercise, you will get better at it. The more comfortable you will get at doing it. It can feel awkward at first, and some people don't like it because they can tend to overextend, and that's a problem. Here again, this is the second set. Once again, shoulder width apart, as you guys can see, and my arms are in line with my shoulders as I'm holding the bar and going down and coming back up. Make sure that you're bracing your core. Brace your core. People underestimate how important it is to make sure that you're stabilizing your core as you go through each of these movements. And as I said before, each exercise is done for 4 rounds. Typically, I do 4 to 5 rounds of each exercise. Or I should say the set. I do the set. The repetition for each exercise is anywhere from 8 to 10. Or I should say 12, because sometimes I do that. So it could be anywhere from 8 to 12. It also depends on the amount of weight that I'm pushing. So keep that in mind as well. And these are front raises, and I just used some 5-pound plates, I believe. When you bring your arms up, just make sure that you're not going above the lines of your shoulders, even though some people do that. And especially if you're doing it on a cable machine, you need to make sure that you're not going to, overextending your arms. And again, I will continue to do these for another I'll do these for 4 sets. I think I only got 3 recordings in with this one. So just keep doing it, keep going. I'm going to be more consistent with this, posting my workout videos and making sure that I add my split for the week. I should say this season, because I change my workout split seasonally, if that makes sense. And if I have a specific goal that I have, then I'll change my workout. But pretty much I do the same workouts every day. And Here we are, what are these? Chest flies on the cable machine. So as you can see, I'm not trying to go too far back with my arms, although sometimes that can happen. I think when that does happen, you can adjust the weight or your position. And again, please brace your core. And make sure your stance is, that sounds like my child in the other room making a lot of noise. Hopefully you guys didn't pick that up. And here we are doing single arm raises on the machine again. I'm sorry, that's my background. This is, New York City. it's not quiet here. It's not quiet here at all. I try to record and try to do these videos, or at least the voiceovers, when I know that the traffic is not going to be too crazy. And again, go through each exercise, doing 3 sets, any repetition from 8 to 10. And if you're just starting out, it's okay if you want to do 2 sets, which means just the 2, 1, 2, and then the two repetition of the exercises. That's fine as well. I'm a little exhausted today, to be honest. It's been a long week. It's been a long month. It's been a long year, okay? But we are still going to go to the gym. We're still going to work out. We're still going to get in our prayer. We're still going to work. We're still going to read our word. We're still going to feed ourselves spiritually and physically. And this is a part of that. And this is especially important if you are a mother, a single mother at that. You need to make sure you are carving time out for yourself to not only exercise your body, but your mind. Spend time basically nourishing your spirit. And it is necessary because you can only give what is in you. And if you don't have anything in you to give, then your child just gets, what's left over. Again, we're going in here with our arms up. And sometimes, yes, I like to hold on to the pole at an angle. You can do this without holding on as well. You can absolutely do it without holding on. I have to figure out how to blur people in the background because I don't want to show anyone in the background, just for their sake. Did I switch arms or did I use the same arm? I don't know. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes that happens. But I hope I did. I'm not even sure. I'm not going to bring this video back to try to even fix it. So just make sure you're alternating your arms when you do switch to the other side, because sometimes you can just flip and actually use the same arm, but just be on the other side of the bar. And I believe I did these for 8 reps. Again, you can push that to 10 or 12 if you are comfortable doing so. This lateral pull, I did about 10 of these. And again, I did it for 3, 4, 5 sets. I believe I went for the 4th set, but I didn't get to record all of it. So this is all I could get of this exercise. But again, just make sure you're bracing your core. It's okay to kind of pull all the way up and then stop there. Now we're going into squats. And for these, again, four sets of 10 reps. And you can change that as you see fit. If you prefer to do 3 sets of 10 repetitions, that works as well. Just make sure, please make sure that when you go into your squats, that be concerned with the form first before you add weight, because you don't want to injure yourself. All right, New York City. Sorry about that, y'all. So we're back into squats. And again, I'm going for 10 reps, 8 to 10 reps for 4 sets. And please make sure you're shoulder width apart with your feet. Make sure that your core is nice and tight, that you are bracing it for this movement. Back in again, and then I elevated my heels, which really helps with not only stabilization, actually it does. Actually helps me hit my quads as well in this movement. Do what feels comfortable for you. You don't have to elevate your heels. And if you do, you can also use the 5-pound plates. I believe the plates I used were 25. These are Dumbell Hip Thrusts. So again, I'm going for 8 to 10 reps at 4 sets. And I believe I just recorded 1 or 2 clips of this. I wasn't able to get the full 4 sets in. The gym can be busy, as we all know. I try to film in corners and spaces where I know there's no people, but that can be challenging when it is busy. And I usually go in the mornings early, and it's typically busy. Sometimes it's not, but typically it'll be busy. And here we are. We're doing these overhead squat with the plate. I really got to figure out that name. I don't know. I'll look it up. But again, go in for 8 reps, 4 sets, okay? And do what you can. If you can't do it with the plate, you can also just have your arms in the air above your head as you go down. With these, yeah, you should be also shoulder width apart, but also make sure that your toes are slightly turned outward, so that when you go down to squat, you have room for your knees to expand and you have balance as you have your arms above your head, because you can easily lose balance like that, especially with the plate above your head. And these are just regular, we're going to go into, this is basically the end of the workout. And I usually do these anywhere from 2 to 3 rounds, depending on how I'm feeling. And so what are these? Ankle taps. So we're doing 12 of these for a set. I mean, like I said, 12 of these, and we're doing 2 to 3 rounds. And we are going back in. And now we're going to do some Russian twists with our legs in the air. Again, adjust if you can, whatever works for you. If you want to place your feet on the wall and do it, that's a way to do it too. You can also just do the feet on the mat. That's fine as well. Just do what's comfortable for you. And like I said, with every exercise and everything you do, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be perfect every time, but you want to make sure that you're aiming for perfect form so that we reduce the risk of injury at all costs. All right, girl, figure it out. So getting the feet together. Okay, so wow, these are, what are these? Side planks, right? Something like that. I don't know. I'll look it up. Please check the description for the exercises because I tend to forget the names at times. I'm just looking at the motion that I'm doing just to name it. But these look like side planks, elevating your plank. Side plank raises, maybe. That's what it's called, maybe. I don't know. I'll look it up. And again, do what you can because we don't want to extend our... All right, girl. I rarely smile, so it's a beautiful thing when I smile. Now, I basically go back in with these same exercises on the mat again so you guys can see. And then now we're going into kickbacks, donkey kickbacks. Anywhere from 8 to 12 repetition is fine. And this is just the finisher exercises on the mat. You can add bands to this also if you want a little more resistance. Also ankle weights. You can add even both. If you just want to feel a lot more burn, you can definitely add the bands and put the ankle weights on to get more of a burn as you go through these exercises. They may look like they don't hurt, but if you're doing this for 3 sets and anywhere from, let's say, 12 to 15 repetitions, you're going to feel the burn. As my fitness goals change, like seasonally, like I said, then I'll change my workout routine out. But for now, I've been doing the same workout routine for solid, maybe 10 months. Same, yeah. And I also added in Pilates. I do Pilates as well. I've been doing that for years, and with how I train now, I try to get Pilates in at least twice a week, and it's always full body. I want to hit everything. We're probably going to put that to 3 days and then add like a recovery day in there because I love to do that on Saturday afternoons when I'm done with all my cleaning and chores, just to do a nice Pilates session and to relax as much as I can with a 12-year-old. Okay, so we're doing the donkey kicks with the bands. So make sure that you are on your elbows if that's more comfortable, or you can go on your palms if your wrists would allow you that. I have severe carpal tunnel, so sometimes I just go down on my elbows as opposed to my wrists, my hands. Again, make sure you guys are doing these exercises and make sure you're hydrating. I typically take 2 or 3 sips after every exercise, and that keeps me hydrated through my workout. Yes, you're going to go to the bathroom. You are going to go to the bathroom. But we got to drink the water, honey. We got to get it in however we can, and the bathroom is right there, so let's not make something an issue that's not really an issue, But that can be annoying. I understand. And then we're doing the alternating crunch and leg raise. I don't know if that's the actual name of the exercise, but that is definitely what I'm seeing me do. So that's what we're doing now. And again, we're going to repeat these exercises anywhere from 2 to 3 times as we finish out this full body workout routine. I'm sorry on my voice. I'm a little tired. And so if I don't sound as good as I normally do, it's because your girl is tired. I'm very tired. All right. And this is just the end of the video, which just shows you everything again for the finisher that you guys can do. Thank you guys for joining me for today's full body workout. And again, I will have more consistent posts and uploads for you guys. So stay tuned to my channel and don't forget to subscribe.